Good morning, Kyle.
Good morning.
Lovely seeing you. You were just telling me
Lovely.
about your very busy open house,
It
and you're
it
Kyle
was.
Harvey, and I'm Anne Rossley, and this is Monday Morning Coffee with Kyle and Anne. And today you came up with our big topic, which
I
is,
did. I came up with our big topic. I wanted something. It's not really a big topic. I came up with a big topic that was just really beautiful pictures and of dream homes in the sky, as you'll see, that's what I call it. And they are, as we're starting to get closer to fall and starting to think about having to go back indoors or start to go back indoors, I thought, well, private spaces outside, you can bring, you can have your own heat lamp, or you can bring a blanket and sit out in your private space. So today's show will be really incredibly beautiful terraces um, for you to enjoy outside. Now, if you have 13.5 million, you can have a big wraparound terrace, and that will be our first property. But anyway, first to Anne and all these stats.
yeah, let's talk stats like we always talk stats. Today we're going to talk about Wicker Park. And as I always do, I bring my map up to show you where Wicker Park is. This is actually Westtown we're looking at. Westtown is defined as the area just west of Lincoln Park. You can see it includes Noble Square, Westtown, Ukrainian Village, Wicker Park. And the weird thing is we always talk about Wicker Park, Bucktown, but they're actually separated by census tracts. So today we're just going to talk about this area. It includes just the north part of the Fulton River Market area. But this has been quite a fantastic neighborhood over the last couple of years. So here's
I've got some friends. I've got some friends who I'm going to have to tell them they live in Wicker Park and not Bucktown.
I know, they kind of come together.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So for the neighborhood that we're talking about, Westtown, I wanted to show you this because this is my new way of looking at an area. This shows the bell curve of where the properties are priced. And you can see this is a reasonably priced neighborhood with most of the properties ranging from about 300,000 to about 700,000, all in this area right here.
Does that tell you that there are a lot of attached properties, or is that also shows inexpensive houses?
Both, as you will see, because looking at the average price per square foot for all property types, it's $308. And look, it is significantly increased over the last 10 years. This area has become more and more popular. And I decided, to your question, what is it, attached versus detached in pricing? So first I looked at condos, and the average price for condos, and look how they've gone up in price, is $310 per square foot. So then I looked at single families, and it's less. But you know, what's driving it is the new construction condominiums in this area that are more luxury than some of and the homes in this area are smaller, or they're two flats, you know, that haven't been totally renovated yet.
Absolutely.
So anyway, so that's that. And then of course, it's not a chart day without month supply. And this is broken down by price range. And you can see for properties less than $800,000, this is both condos and single families, it is definitely a seller's market with only 3 months supply for those. Now, if you're looking at over 800,000, because there aren't as many of them, people don't come to this neighborhood necessarily if they're in the higher price point. We have a higher inventory. So then I said to myself, how does this compare to other neighborhoods? So let's put it in perspective first by looking at all property types, all price ranges, 4 months supply, which is still healthy, very strong and good market at 4 months supply. Some would even say we don't have enough inventory over there. North Center, which think Lakeview High School, think Roscoe Village. This neighborhood actually has only 3.5 months of inventory. So it's just as healthy as the Westtown neighborhood. And it's predominantly single family over there. Okay, then look at Lakeview. Lakeview is a little bit slower right now with a 5.2 months.
We think that 4 to 6 is a balanced market, right?
Right. Right. So call it balanced. You're absolutely right. Now let's look what happens as we get to Lincoln Park.
Yeah.
Lincoln Park, 6 months, which is
Or-
healthy.
But remember, it's the lower price ones that are driving the fewer.
The higher priced inventory. You're exactly
Yeah,
right.
you know, it's all averaging out. Yeah.
Right. And it's increasing. See how we had lower
Yeah.
month supply earlier. Now it's higher. All right. Look at near north.
Yeah.
Near north, all
Boy.
price ranges, again, fueled by the luxury market that is stagnant right now, but still we have higher months of inventory in the lower priced properties as well. So if you are in this marketplace as a buyer, you could get a good buy. As a seller, you need to be aggressive in your pricing. And then of course,
From the start.
From the start. Yes. Okay. And of course, the loop, no surprise. This is the slowest market right now in Chicago with 14 months worth of inventory, and it just keeps going up. So that is this week's statistical analysis of what's going on in the Chicago marketplace. I am now going to turn it over to you.
Well, let's talk a little bit about experiences. And that just reminds me, I forgot to call somebody. This weekend, I did an open house and for my duplex in Lincoln Park, and there was more traffic. And my guess is these people went to more open houses if they were held on Sunday,
Right.
which is good because traffic means people are getting closer to making a decision. Every
Right.
time I go to look at cars, you know, just to look, I'm just going to go look. I'm just looking. I'm not even going to buy. I've come away with a car. So I think that open houses are a great way of getting people sort of in the wanting to buy spirit,
Right.
especially with these interest rates. And it's just, anywho, okay.
It's definitely an indicator of interest, right?
It's an indicator of interest, but it's also, sometimes people have to see to act. It's a way of getting people to move because undertaking the purchase of a property, it's a lot of effort. One, you have to apply for a mortgage, and applying for a mortgage means you have to find all of this information. And wouldn't it be nicer to watch a movie on Netflix? Two, you then have to start going through all your stuff and getting ready to move. You know, all of these things you got to go through. It's an undertaking. We of course make it much easier, but it's an undertaking. And so once you start to see what's out there, you think, oh, I want to live here, or I want to live like that. And it gives you the energy, the impetus to do some of these
agree
things.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
So show us some dream properties and let's dream.
So today we thought we would, let me go find it. Here it is. Just spend a little time with happy thoughts. Sharing. Okay, here we go. Dream homes in the sky. Yes, I'm a little cheesy on Sundays. This is what happens. So best indoor outdoor living, and by best, listen, there are a bunch of really great rooftop decks at all price ranges. There are a lot of really interesting terraces at all price ranges, but it's on Sunday afternoon, one sort of goes down a MLS rabbit hole into the really expensive properties. So here goes.
Okay.
840 North Lakeshore Drive, unit 2601. And by unit 2601, they mean the entire 26th floor of this building, which is a huge building, which usually has 3 huge apartments on there. So imagine this unit. It is 8,800 square feet, and wrapped around the entire building is this terrace that belongs to unit 2601. And it can be yours for the low price of $13.5 million.
I love that location. You know, it's one of my favorite locations. It's that iconic building on Lakeshore Drive with the kind of the turret, and you have nothing between you and the next block because you've got the big park across. You've got this beautiful vista south. The views out of this building are tremendous. So
They sparkle at night. Sparkle. Here goes. So I decided on this one to give you, because we're a little less interested in the interior, though the interior is fantastic. And I showed particularly the wine tasting room. They have their own wine fridge tasting room. But look at that wraparound terrace, unbelievable. And this is the room. They have a turret. This is a Lucien Lagrange building, and we'll see another one in a bit. But it has sort of this big turrety kind of design element at the front of the building, at the corner of the building. And this is their sort of living room that gives you a panorama of the lake, Navy Pier, Lakeshore Drive. It's glorious. Okay, so this could be yours for $13.5 million. Then the Palmolive building, which for the first almost 100 years of its life was office space, and not 100, maybe 80 years. And then it was redeveloped. I think it was the 1990s. Was it the 90s that they redeveloped it? 2000s?
2000s. Yeah, it was
Early.
the headquarters for Playboy magazine for a while. I love this building. Very high end now building.
Yes,
beautiful, but doesn't have a lot of terraces. So this one is a unique.
It does. It has several terraces, but you're right. So it's a building that goes in and in and in and in. And so that creates options for terraces. And this is one of those. This is 18A. And I don't think it's the whole floor, but it is. Hold on. I have the data.
This is the building, for those of you who might remember, that Vince Vaughn and Jennifer Aniston were going, when they were engaged, he bought this, the top 2 floors. He said
and spent the next decade trying to sell it.
Exactly right.
This is 3 beds, 3.5 baths, and 1 half bath. Almost 5,000 square feet. But look at the terrace. Okay, here goes. Look at that.
That's lovely.
That's all your own. I have another building in here with an even a smaller terrace, the one right above it. But it's just sort of I think a even prettier terrace. Cough, cough. Beautiful. And again, yours for, hold on, $6.85 million. Okay. But that's a nice lot of space, a lot of beautiful lake views.
An 18th floor is not too high. You could really enjoy your terrace at this level.
Yes. Now we're in the second Lucien Lagrange building, which is 2550 North Lakeview. And what do you think about this? It's more than just this building, this condo association. What do you know about 2550, if anything, Anne?
Well, I watched it go up recently. It's one of the newer buildings. You know, it was in that 2008 timeframe where we weren't sure if it was going to get built or not. But it's an interesting thing. Yeah, as you said, they've got the high-rise part of it. There are the homes to the side of it, and then they also kept the Cabrini Chapel, which one can enter through a walkway. So that's an historic, lovely structure. The amenities in this building are phenomenal if you like common amenities in the non-COVID era, with the media room and the pool table room and the common areas and all of that. And then they've got a beautiful park that's part of it. Yeah. It's very lovely. Very lovely.
And it's not Lincoln Park. Behind the building, the townhouses and the big and the condo owners, the apartment owners, share this big park that is really incredible. And underneath that is parking for everybody. It's really, it's an incredible development. Okay, so this is 301. So it's it's treetop level, as you can see. And this apartment looks straight out over Lincoln Park. This has a Lakeview Avenue frontage, and look at how pretty that is, huh? So that gives you just a sense of what that's going to look like. And this could be yours for $4.75 million. But this has a number of terraces, all of which are low enough that you almost have a house feel to them. It's almost like you're if this were a house and this were your roof and you're on your roof deck. It's really very accessible to the street. And here's another terrace. I brought the, I put up the floor plan because one, I would get lost here. But two, 3 balconies, a big long terrace, a smaller terrace, and a balcony. So lots of outdoor space, but look at how enormous this apartment is. It's only 4,350 square feet, but it's just, oh, there's another one here, another terrace here. So, excuse me, 4 terraces.
Yeah.
Wow. Lots of outdoor space. Okay. 4.750. Okay, so then this is 199 East Lakeshore Drive, and it's penthouse 10 West. Now,
this one too. This is a interesting apartment. It's a 2-level.
It's multi-level, and it's really, it's on the market for $4.5 million. And look at this hideaway upstairs. Just very private. You could have parties up here. You could just rest up here. Imagine working during the day, now that that's what we do in our own homes. And a staircase up to, you know, this is a very nice doghouse for, that's what you call the sort of coming up to a roof deck.
The bonus room.
Is that a room in there? I can't tell if there's a room up there.
Those little structures they all call bonus rooms, but yeah.
I call it a doghouse because that's, you know, the pop-up. Anyway, and you've got your nice grill back here. How lovely is that? And it is a beautiful vintage co-op building on the market for 4.5, and it's 3 bedrooms and 3 and 2 half baths. So bathrooms galore, and also 4,200 and change square feet. So nice big apartment. So this is one I actually got to show to somebody, a couple of somebodies. This is the Palmolive building again. The apartment right above it. It's a smaller apartment. I really liked this because the outdoor space is, while it's smaller, it is perfect. And it was one of the ones that inspired me to do this this presentation. So look, it's just this. It's about 700 square feet, this patio, but it's got 2 areas. You can have a nice big dining, nice seating area, but it looks out the lake. It's somewhat protected from the wind. So this building is to the west of the terrace, protecting it from a lot of wind. I would, like, in the summertime, get a camp bed and sleep out here. I mean, it's just incredible.
You would
so
not.
Beautiful.
That's a funny line, but you would not do that.
So I totally would do that. It's 3 beds, 2.5 baths, and it's just a beautiful apartment. And here it is at night.
Oh,
would you not have party
shot.
after party after party after party on here?
Yeah.
When we can, again.
I'd find friends for that.
I would, you know, I'd make dummies, crash test dummies, and make them my friends. Kidding. Okay. So then we go to, did Lucien Lagrange do 65 Goethe?
I think he did.
I think he may have done it. So Lucien, you can throw us $20 for focusing on your buildings. This is a unit 8W is the top floor where the guy never built it. He bought it, never built it.
This has been on the market a while.
For a long time. Oh, could be yours, and you'd have to totally build it out for $3.25 million. But look at the size of this. This is the terrace. This is the terrace. This is the balcony that overlooks some of the prettiest real estate. I love 1260 Astor Street. Don't you think that's beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
God, beautiful, beautiful, historic buildings. And so this gives you a sense of what it could be, but let's focus on the bottom, which shows what you could do with this terrace, how enormous this terrace is. 3 or 4 seating areas, all yours. And this little doorway connects to the common terrace for the building. So this is your private side of the building, all yours. Okay, we got just a few more. Then I thought I wouldn't be so greedy and get out of the Gold Coast and Lincoln Park, get away from the lake. And I went to 400 West Huron, which had what I like, and a number of buildings now are intelligent about this and put in heat facilities to it. But the best for that is 9 Walton. But you could add to the roof of this those private little heat lamps, don't you think?
Yeah,
So
that'd be awesome.
it's
I love
10
this
years-
unit in this building. I think it's so cool.
Yeah.
Big, rambling, open.
Open, a part of a really energetic part of town, really very cool building. And the building has some nice amenities, all of which are closed currently. There's actually a unit in here that has its own pool. Isn't that right?
I didn't know that.
I thought so. There was another time. Now this is the prettiest one. And it's our friend Jim Kinney's listing over at 33 East Bellevue. And by prettiest, I mean Kyle's view of prettiest. It's unit 7E, and it's on the market for 3.1 million. And it's multi-level. Let me just see how many levels this is. 2 levels. It's 2 levels. It's 3 bedrooms, two full and 2 half baths. And it is 3,000 square feet, so not so ginormous. But take a look at this pretty, so it's got a nice greenhouse. It's got this beautiful terrace, and this is not the only terrace, but it's the only one that I found pictures of. But look at that. You've got your own, you can have plants galore, indoors, outdoors. How nice is this? Your own fire pit. And the interior is just glorious too. So that's what I've got for us.
And it's well located. It's right by the area where they've blocked off the streets where you can eat outside. So it's like a European outdoor market. It's lovely. Wonderful location.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So this is what I've got for us in terms of eye candy on a Monday.
That's awesome. So we don't have enough time to go into my iconic balconies. We can do that next time.
Oh, so
but I can't share. I can't leave.
Yes, you can. There you go. Show them.
Bear with me, everybody. What I have to show you is my 2 outdoor spaces.
Oh.
And these are not condos. This one's not a condo. This is a single family home. Kyle was in this with me last week. This is the outdoor space at 1862 Dayton, which has just reduced to $3,950,000. So it's an 8,200 square foot single family. And then of course the other one is 1301 Dearborn. This is a private listing. It's an 1,800 square foot, 2 bedroom, 2.5 bath.
When's that going to go on the market? It's beautiful. It's
stunning. Technically it is on the market. It's just not in the MLS.
No one sees
so
it.
People have to be in the know, have good agents who know it's here. So if you're looking for a place with great outdoor space in the Gold Coast, this is it.
I mean, it's beautiful. I'm looking at the building right now. It's beautiful.
So that's it. Okay. So I shared on my Facebook page today, if anybody is interested in watching on Zoom so they can talk with us directly, we are starting to get our sea legs and feel a bit more comfortable with that. So Kyle and I are going to post a link on our Facebook pages if you'd like to see our shows live and talk to us. Otherwise, you can find us on Facebook at Kyle Harvey Shy or Anne Rossley Real Estate, and you can see taped versions where it's later in the day.
Actually, my Facebook is Kyle Harvey RE. My no. My Instagram is Kyle Harvey Shy.
Kyle Harvey Shy. Kyle Harvey RE. Got
RE.
It. Okay.
I should make those the same, but they aren't. Sorry.
That's all right. Kyle Harvey, and we Google and we find you.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for watching. It was a pleasure talking with you today about Chicago real estate. Please tune in next week at 6:30 in the morning, and we'll share some more goodies with you. Kyle, good to see you as always.
A pleasure. Have a great week.
You too. Take care. Bye.
Bye.